technological areas that everybody in blockchain needs. So like one example is quantum computing. Quantum computing is coming. We just don't know exactly when. The current algorithms that blockchains use will become vulnerable if quantum computing reaches certain stages. We have quantum-resistant algorithms today, but they're terrible for blockchain applications. If we had to use them, we would, but that would be kind of really disappointing to have to do that. So we would like to have algorithms that are quantum-resistant that meet the requirements of blockchain. Like we need really compact proofs. We can't be very CPU intensive to verify. So there's some very specific things that we need. And that's a hard thing to do because there's no linear path to it. It's like we need a new algorithm. Where do you start? Like what area of cryptography should that new algorithm come out of, or should it be completely new one? We have no idea. There's work going on consensus algorithms. You probably know proof of work and proof of stake are sort of competing with different forms of federated Byzantine agreement. There's fundamental new work going on building better algorithms to solve the double spend problem. Zero knowledge proofs, there's been a tremendous explosion. So everybody in this space needs research. And I was saying before that like the market seems to suggest that everybody thinks this space is either going to succeed or fail. We want this space to succeed, and that means we need research. So the way Ubri works is we give colleges money to do blockchain-related research, and we don't tell them what research they have to do. They generally will listen to our ideas, because I hope they're good ones, and also if someone's giving you money, you generally listen to what they want you to do. But we don't condition it on them doing the research that we want, but we tell them what we think the space needs. Sometimes we tell them what we need. And it's a way to make sure that like we get really smart people in college working on blockchain stuff. And if that means they produce good research, that's great. If that means they sort of go into the blockchain space, that's great. And I think something interesting is like I give the examples in crypto because that's my background, but there's also things in economics and in governance and in regulation, and this touches so many different areas, even like things in the way in human societies and the nature of money, and it just touches everything. Computer sciences and cryptography are like the most obvious, and we're finding that Ubri kind of brings people into the fold from all of these different areas of research and focuses them on the research that we need to have if we're gonna grow this space and if we're gonna have people who work in
completely different than what your computer does. And that thing is like flight. It gives these computers access to these new resources, maybe you could call them parallel universes, in order to do something that you couldn't otherwise do. And that's not the only one. In fact, the one I'm going to come back to and talk to in the context of the story that I'm wrapping this in was recently installed at NASA. And Google was the primary interested party that pulled this whole thing together. And this one is really exciting to me because what they're going to do is apply this machine to an area that I think is fundamentally important. It's the crux of our future as humans. And that's, can we build machines like us? So building machines like us might be possible. I certainly believe it is. I might be wrong. But what I do know is that the types of approaches that people are taking now to build intelligent machines benefit immensely from what this machine that we've built does best. So what this center is about is applying this beautiful new computational idea in the service of trying to make intelligent machines. Now, I can't think of anything personally any cooler than trying to use quantum computers to build intelligent machines. So this is very exciting to me. Steve Jurvetson has been a longtime friend and investor in the company. And for those of you who don't know him, he's a Silicon Valley investor who's probably the smartest VC that I know of, and certainly the one that's the most attuned to technological trends. He's on the board of SpaceX, Tesla, Synthetic Genomics, which is Craig Venter's company, is trying to build artificial life, and D-Wave, and that's it. And this is his particularly poetic way of framing the difference between the machines we build and conventional computers.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. Also, those who purchase the Three Kids books. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And also, those who are shopping at both stores, much love, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Yes, we moved up yesterday, but guys, we see when it comes to volume, we don't have enough volume to support the actual move. So we know we're going to have a pullback, especially this week, because we have options and futures for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Remember, open interest wasn't great, so we shouldn't take a big dip, but we will have a pullback. And guys, then we start right back over. We know on the 5th of the month, they need Bitcoin as collateral. And then plus, guys, we have open interest. And then we move up at the beginning of the month, middle of the month, we take that dip because we have back. We do the same thing every single month. And guys, do not forget the Fed wants to shrink that liquidity. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Volume, Tether, USDC. It's always going to let us know where the market is going. Ever since Tether stopped moving, what happened to cryptos? We stopped moving. Yes, USDC been moving up a little bit. Binance stablecoins been moving up a little bit. But when it comes to Tether, that's been giving us that bang, they haven't been doing anything. And when it comes to the Fed, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the app because we can see the manipulation. We see it in stocks and in cryptos. When yields were high, stocks went down. Yields are so low, stocks went up, and then also cryptos are maintaining. We would have took a bigger dip if yields stayed where they were at, but they're definitely going to rise. Why, guys? Because we know the Fed is about to taper. We know it. Whether they announce it this month or they announce it in September, they're definitely going to start tapering. And we know in the stock market it's going to be about a 20% correction or more, and crypto is going to be a 70 to 80% correction or more. Remember, we're still speculation. We know we are the tool for the fourth industrial revolution, and that's the reason why I played the video of David Schwartz, which is so important, guys, when it comes to quantum computing. Those who have my new order book, they know. But guys, you have to understand crypto means a hidden message. They want technology. They want these robots, drones, algorithms to take over the economy. Remember, the slave, the sheep is still in power. That's the reason why how unions came into power. If they choose not to work, they don't have to work. Then, of course, your business gets shut down. But if you have a computer there, humanity gets taken out of the picture, guys. That's what this is about. And if you can't beat them, what are you going to try to do? You're going to try to join them. And that's when you get into transhumanism, where man wants to be a robot because he wants to challenge the robot. So guys, yes, it sounds like a movie, but no, it's definitely reality. Remember, your life is an illusion. TV is your reality. It's letting you know what's coming down the pipe. There's nothing wrong with making a lot of money. That's great. But don't let it distract you from your reality. And I can't say that enough. When it comes to quantum computers, guys, when Bill Clinton was in office, we gave all that technology to China. You know, I've been over it several times with Anthony Sutton. All of this, guys, was planned out. It's the fall of Babylon, the fall of the rights of the people, the rise of China, the dragon, the robots, the drones, the algorithms, all your privacy out the window. They tell you what, when, and where, how you can buy. Remember what David R3 said. We can boost the economy, give the people money, but they have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And getting over to a little couple articles, guys, we have Stone Ridge, $10 billion asset manager, registers new Bitcoin fund with the SEC. Also, we have Uniswap Labs restricts access to certain tokens through its interface, citing evolving regulatory landscape. And guys, all we hear about is regulation. We know this whole XRP Ripple lawsuit. It's all about regulation. Binance agenda, it's all about regulation, guys. It's a movie. They have to play it out. They have to do the Hegelian dialectic, guys. It works 100% of the time because we know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, the 3 Kids books. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher stock channel. Stock channel, guys. Do not forget about the stock channel. More videos are definitely coming in the summertime. I am taking a little break. But you have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, got that home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks, And while everybody's at home getting free money and waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.